So then, what I actually want you to do, just for giggles for right now, I want you to play your twin brother, R Jack with a K.
Karj. Yeah, exactly. Karja.
Anyways, I'm
Was
totally
it?
kidding you. Just play
I
R
know.
Jack. Anyways, so this encounter is kind of taking place while the rest of the group is heading to Uven, and let me make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Molinar
Yeah, that's perfect.
is in Waterdeep and kind of passing through a bit of a journeyman. You end up linking up with this Goliath over uh, an outdoor arm wrestling championship match.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like passing by it, and you see this Goliath kind of take first place, and won a good 15 silver pieces in the process.
Now, hang on. This halfling with -1 strength, but a +0 when it comes to my bardic ability, I think he would want a challenge for that arm wrestling match.
Oh, see, this is how good storytelling begins.
So Brian, we'll play this as a wandering bodyguard by the name of Nox, Knox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this. Do you want to change just to make it feel different? Do you want to change your character's image?
Picture? Yeah.
That's too much effort. No.
Okay, too much effort. Okay, so okay, this is in the city of Waterdeep. Waterdeep is a city that actually has a lot of its landmass below the water level, and so
Okay.
there's a series of docks and structures that kind of keep all the water at bay. But
Right,
it's a massive city. The population is in the is probably close to 40 or 50,000 people, which for D&D that's just a massive city, right?
Yeah, no doubt. No neighbors knowing one another kind of thing.
Yeah, unlikely. A lot of unsavoriness goes down. A lot of people are drawn to Waterdeep only because of the bards that leave the area and sing stories of the dangers that can inflict someone there, and the risk reward that is possible, right?
Right.
But you're on the outskirts of Waterdeep. You're actually headed up towards Golden Fields. You're in a effectively a suburb of Waterdeep where it's known for two things. It's lumberjacks. It's lumberjacks and it's artisanry.
Is this
Okay.
water not so deep?
It's water shallow, shall we say?
Okay.
Water shallow. Nice.
Enough. I need you to be quiet. You need to be quiet. Lay down. Sorry. Lay down.
I was like, how
You go
dare
potty.
you talk to Smurf like that?
Well, yeah, that's you too, Smurf.
Okay.
So being in a bit of a suburb, the buildings are a little bit more farther apart. There's a fountain in the middle of this particular suburb, and this happens to be. It's actually kind of like a spring, an early Myrtle challenges kind of thing that goes on, where there's different groups that do kind of sprinting races around the fountain. There are everyone is in high energy and excitement. But one of them, like I said, is this arm wrestling competition that occurs, and for whatever reason, your bardic senses just made you kind of stop and stare as this 16-person challenge, each providing 1 silver, boils down to what is the character's name again?
Nox. I changed
Nox.
the name in my character window.
Ah,
for
very
you.
nice, Nox.
I got you. I can do that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, where Nox is a Goliath, and kind of shocked that people decided to challenge him in such an endeavor, takes
Right.
first place, not without some struggle. But it wasn't your finals. As you kind of did single elimination bracketing, it was actually your first competition. You can kind of tell that the first guy you took out probably wins these arm wrestling competitions every year, and then you kind of come along and dethrone him, and everyone else, as you go up against, they're like, oh man. Well, at least I got farther in the competition than last year. It's kind of like their opinion.
I drew you.
So unfortunately, the last competition, because Nox took out the strongest of them in round one, was a little underwhelming and probably emboldened the halfling bard to sit down for a challenge.
I love it.
So go ahead and begin the discourse that would occur.
Oh, definitely. Well, I look up at this Goliath, and I mean, his one arm is the size of my whole body. I'm 3'2", and there's not much part of me, but I'm a pretty fearless kind of guy. So I'll throw my whole body up on the table, and I'll say, "You gotta knock me down with your arm, otherwise I'm gonna win."
You mean knock you off the whole table?
Yeah.
And Nox will just like grab the table and lift it.
Okay, you win.
So
I'll get up off the ground, dust myself off, and I say, "Good game."
Game to you.
You're an intelligent fellow, I can tell.
Only the brightest.
I'm Molinar. What's your name?
Go by Nox in these parts.
Nox. Good strong name.
Yeah. You know what, the whole thing, it's Nox the Spirit Breaker, but most of you folk don't care about the latter half.
You notice I go into my backpack, grab a piece of ink, a piece of parchment and an ink quill pen and ink, and start noting that. All great stories start with a strong name like that.
And they usually end with them too, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not so sure I swing that way.
No.
Sorry.
I mean, I usually swing with my right arm, but that's beside the point.
Again, the intelligence, like I said, sir.
Sure.
a lot of compliments float in the air.
Let me buy you a drink, man. It definitely is. It takes again a careful soul to meet another in kind, and I think you and I have future together.
Maybe. It depends on how much you're willing to pay, because my services don't come cheap.
Well, that is good, because neither do mine.
And it sounds like we're two of a feather here, if you would.
Yeah.
So, Nox, you being from the area, you actually are very much aware that one of the nicer drinking establishments is considerably far away from town center, where the locals don't bother. Is kind of the mental state, right? There is just it's very touristy. Prices are jacked up through the roof, and the quality of the food and the alcohol is just not where most people would, bother if they live local to this part of Waterdeep. So, y'all head a few blocks down the road. Any sort of distant noise from the spring games, as it's kind of called here, is slowly starting to fade behind you. When you need to add you to the map. Okay. Y'all are headed south on this map, headed back towards this bar that Nox is knowledgeable about. When a woman dressed in very modest clothes, but she's kind of, without much effort, you kind of recognize that she must be an artisan of some sort.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit better of an artisan, because she runs out of her establishment and towards you. This is the building that you all are just outside of. Did the map come out okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Woman runs out of the shop screaming for help. Amongst the crashing coming from inside, you quickly find out that her assistant has gone berserk and is destroying her shop. I have no reason for the outbreak. One moment it was fine, and next it came screaming from the workshop, buzzing, beeping, and chirping. It was then it started to destroy my precious handiwork. There's a loud thud and a crack and the sound of dinnerware being thrown against the wall. Oh, by the gods, not the porcelain marionettes! Please let it not be the marionettes. Before the party can ask anything more, the woman turns to them and pleads, "You must hurry. I don't want it killed. Just stopped. I will give you anything I can afford, but you must hurry." She urgently indicates that you should go inside.
I look up at Knox and I say, "Lead the way, man. You're the big boy."
I am, and he does.
Okay. The
door on the
yeah,
left?
the set of double doors that are right there are still ajar from where she burst out from her shop.
Okay.
And as Knox goes through, I'll quickly slide through his legs and take the lead.
Okay.
Well, so he's got his shield and battle axe ready as he goes. Actually, she wants it alive. No, he's gonna go bare knuckle.
Okay.
I love this map, man.
So, let's see.
That's awesome.
Okay. You enter what would be described as a child's dream come true. The room is comprised of a 50-foot by 40-foot area full of low shelves and tables holding every puppet imaginable. Towards the rear of the room, flanking in modest-sized counter, are 2 men-at-arms. It's only when you look at them more closely that you see the string stretching to an awesomely high ceiling above. Okay. Who went in last into the room? Knox would have gone in last?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you begin to scan the ceiling and immediately see the immense number of string marionettes that hang on the hooks from the beams and rafters above.
Oh, wow.
You quickly duck out of the way as an expensive clown marionette dressed in silk pajamas and roughly the size of your arm flies close to your head. It crashes against the wall behind you, and the familiar sound of dinnerware smashing against the wall follows. As you take a glance, you see the head of a clown now in 100 pieces on the floor behind you. You look towards the direction that the clown came from, only to be confronted by a winged, square-bodied creature with a monocle. It weaves in and out of the dangling marionettes and draws an arrow to its short bow and begins to take aim. And
wow.
I want you to see what this is real quickly.
So when you said it was the size of our arm, my arm or his arm?
Your arm. It's not a halfling size.
Oh, I love it. Nice. Modern. That's awesome.
I know what these things are.
So
metagaming.
Okay, so roll initiative.
Yeah, that's it. Now, initiative I remember as being on this page.
It's on the first page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Smurf told me that his dice were really bad.
Yes, they are. They're incredibly bad. Sorry, hold on.
This should be a TPK.
Let's see. How many times have I gone down in the last 3 games and had to roll a death save?
Oh, nearly every time.
Oh, man.
3 times.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to say that y'all have entered at this point, and you need to be there. And that's when you see in the rafters, okay? So even though the creature I just showed you is showing up as Q, he is considerably high up in the rafters, and not easy. For instance, you as a halfling would have absolutely no option to swing at it with a sword. There's no way you'd connect.
Right.
Okay. So did everyone roll initiative? Yes.
You have everyone in the combat tracker. Just heads up.
I realize that.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So just to kind of make things a little bit. That way, it just we'll keep skipping to the top and pass. Everything by.
Yeah. Don't.
All right, Molinar, you're up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll quickly grab at my sling on my arm think better of it and just extend a finger, and I'm gonna basically give it the old vicious mockery just to start.
Okay.
Although I don't want to go too damaging just in case, but it's a die 4 psychic damage if I can get him to make a wisdom save DC 13.
So all you have to do is control and click on him. Left
Right.
control and click on him. So now you're targeting him. And now you'll go to your character sheet under your actions and click on Vicious Mockery.
That's it.
He'll auto roll.
Unfortunately, I moved the map too far. Hold on.
No problem.
He failed his
So
save.
he failed his save, so your Vicious Mockery. You got to tell me, what did you say to him?
Yeah, so basically, the voice comes out, and it's a little bit of a Gaelic lilt to it, and I tell him, the wings on my hat are better than the ones that you've got, my friend.
Nice, very nice. Roll for damage.
Effect there? Yeah. Did that roll?
So hold on. It's next to your action when you were rolling to hit. So if you use the spyglass, open it up, you did the save, and now you click on damage.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I hit the effect there. So damage is... I see just cast, attack, save, and effect. I don't see...
Does Vicious Mockery do damage?
Yeah, 1d4. So the question is, at the bottom of your character sheet, and it says mode, what mode is it in?
Mode says standard.
Okay, so you open up the spyglass, you see cast, attack, and save. Underneath it, there's like a blood drop.
Okay.
And it says...
Aha.
So click
I see that. I do see that now. Thank you.
No problem. So why... Oh, you must have...
That
done
must have been
twice.
me. Yeah, my sticky mouse button, I'll have to clean that.
Okay, so, yes, so...
The whole 1 point.
Yes, but the thing that is about Vicious Mockery is you also provide
Disadvantage.
disadvantage to his attacks. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, always a good thing. It is Q's turn, and it knocks an arrow, and you kind of notice it that it wasn't. It's acting sporadically as it moves around, and kind of like its attention's at Nox, then it's somewhere else in the room, then it's you, and it goes ahead and attempts to hit you with its short bow. Come on now.
Thank God for studded leather.
Okay, so since that failed, I'm not going to roll a second time because for whatever reason, Vicious Mockery isn't taking full hold. So it looses a short bow arrow, and you kind of just hit the floor, and it hits the table right in front of you, not making a connection.
Right on.
Nox, you're up.
Nox would like... Okay, so because I can't see the roof, but he can, is it feasible that he could run, vault up the table, and try to grapple the thing midair? Or is it way too up there?
I mean, the ceiling is I think I said it was 8 feet.
I'm 7.5 feet tall. Let's do this.
So I think, yeah,
Nice.
I would say, yeah, you can definitely do that. Now, understand that it's a grapple, which means it's not going anywhere, but it doesn't stop it from attacking. Right?
That's fine.
Okay.
So
So
I would like
go
to-
ahead and move your character, and what I'm going to need you to do is let's do a dex check and then a strength check.
Or do you want acrobatics?
Well, the acrobatics and athletics is fine too.
Okay,
I need
I
both.
would like.
The first one is to get your footing just so you can launch yourself to grab the legs.
Okay, so I'll do acrobatics first for the jump, and
Right.
then the athletics for the grapple.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, do you want public or private?
Oh, let's do it public. I want everyone to know.
Nice. The gasping.
Oh,
beauty.
So you see this rather large Goliath step up onto the table, and it slowly sinks down, easing because of just the weight of the Goliath. But he launches himself in a in an amazing anime type pose, reaching for the stars. Let's do this. Go ahead and
And they're
Always.
And
he launches himself perfectly. Next thing you know, his head is poking out the thatched roof of the building as the creature slides over just barely, and Nox has misjudged what to do if the launching mechanism failed.
Yeah.
This is my luck.
This is awesome.
Nox, you poor fool.
All right. Just before you go, oh no, actually, go ahead, Molinar. Go ahead.
Okay, seeing this klutzy oaf just drop, I'm going to inspire him with a little bit of bardic inspiration. It's a die 6 he'll get. And I'm just going to say, come on, man, you just won the arm wrestling championship. You're a god here. Get that guy and grab him. And I'll move and duck underneath this table.
Okay. Nice. So you duck underneath the table. Give me a perception check real quick, Molinar.
Okay. Yeah, skills and perception. Luckily, I'm good at that. Oh, nice.
Yes. So you see this very, very cleanly, kind of coming around the one of the shelving units that's towards the back of the room. You see another creature pop up.
Oh, no.
It's really awkward looking as it kind of peers around the corner and then peers back, and you kind of see it make a motion, kind of a hand signal to something behind her.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
You then hear
Nox?
you then hear some movement and a door opening, again behind the shelving unit. And you can just make out from your angle the top of the door kind of swing open and then swing back close.
Right on.
Okay.
Nox, we might have company.
Q is kind of staring at Nox, and he puts his bow down for a minute, and he's just doing kind of
Wow.
like because like. You can, Molinar, you kind of get the sense that he's slightly disarmed by the fact that you're hiding and his other opponent's head is through the roof.
Right.
And he's just kind of like, so Nox, you kind of feel
Confusion.
this metallic finger reach out and kind of tap you in the bicep a little bit, and then it flies away just a little bit over towards that area. Finding a new hiding place underneath like one of the rafters in the roof.
All right.
Nox, you're up.
I'll just launch myself. I'm gonna assume that's like half of.
Well, between that and dropping down, let's do 15 feet.
Half my movement. And in a fit of rage, he'll draw a throwing axe and just hawk it at him.
Okay. That's a connection.
Where'd it go? I have so many weapons.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's for my battle superiority.
Right.
Okay, so your axe does an immense amount of damage. Like, it was already kind of funky and kind of sparking a little bit from apparent damage, and now your axe goes through and it just rips into this creature.
Nice.
Molinar, you're up.
Don't kill it! Don't kill it! Yeah, Man, I'm kind of hiding underneath here. I kind of mentioned to Nox, by the door across from us there, they're going in and out. And I'll make my way towards it by keeping 25 feet here. 5, 10, 15. I'll get to there and kind of use some cover there. And then again, I'll target the Q quadrant.
Okay.
And let's see with my spells. Man, lots of stuff to do. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to shatter him. So I'm gonna. Yeah,
I do.
I'll take my.
I do.
Yeah. I'll take.
You want to shatter him because you missed him?
Yeah.
Weird.
I definitely want to pull the punch with this. I'll unravel my sling on my arm that I keep wound up there.
Sure.
And load a bullet, and then I'll fire it.
Okay, so no matter how stealthy you were being when you moved over here, I'm not even going to bother having you do it because you're doing an attack. The creature that's on the floor just kind of immediately sees you when you get your sling out and chuck the stone.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. So here we go. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. It has taken really a lot of damage. Again, this is so hard to play out because this is a CR2 level adventure, and y'all are 3rd level, but there's only 2 of you, so I figured, well, that seemed fair, right?
Yeah.
But the damage output is just crazy. Anyways, you the little creature that's right near you, Molinar, kind of sees that you've done damage to it, and it has this kind of I wouldn't say malicious, but it has a cheeky grin. Like you look at it and it's like it kind of smiles at the damage that you've caused, and you see it do this, and flying over the bookshelf is 3 of these mono drones that immediately surround and attempt to take out the quad drone.
Like
kidding!
Like kill it, or like retrieve it.
That's not clear.
Okay. Yeah,
it's they're being aggressive to it.
Wow.
So let's go ahead and the first one rips out its dagger and slices into the quad drone. The second one, and they're all flying around up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have more feathers and wings for my hat.
The second one misses, however. The third one and last one attempts to do... It's going to do the same thing with its dagger.
Okay.
And gloriously misses with a 3. It is the square's turn at this point.
Right.
You see it kind of freaking out a little bit because it has too many targets for it to figure out what to do at this point.
Right.
And you kind of see it drop its bow, and it just like balls up its fist and punches one of the monodrones directly in the face.
Oh man!
I know what's going on.
You do?
I think so.
Unfair fight.
Yeah. And there's one thing a Goliath hates more than anything is an unfair fight.
Oh, nice job.
So this quadrone runs its fist right through the entire body of the Mondrone, and you kind of see it, Nox, the fist literally sticking out on the other side. Gears and stuff are in its hand, and it kind of drops it, and it does one of those, and the monodrone just falls straight out of the sky.
Nox will cheer it on a little bit, you know, and he'll draw his bow and actually switch targets, and he'll go here. And he'll just do a normal longbow attack.
Actually, you know what? I didn't see you move. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
So
I missed.
Did you move? By the way, I went ahead and locked down your icons right now, so we can do like so.
No, I didn't move.
Okay. So
I'll go ahead and action surge though and take another shot.
Okay. Oh.
I can't believe it, man.
Go ahead and roll another d20, then.
Oh, no.
Smurf, I need you to roll another d20 to see if you epically fail.
That's my second one of the night.
That's insane. Okay, so you don't epically fail.
No.
Your bow doesn't shatter in your hands or any of that kind of
Oh,
nonsense.
I like that you have a fumbled table. Then that's awesome.
Well, what I typically do is if you crit, you get the crit. If you fumble, I have you roll another d20, and only on a 1 through 5 does something epically bad happen to you.
Cool.
Otherwise,
Very cool.
it's just, but like if you roll a 1 and then another 1 through 5, there's a good chance you're going to hit someone in your party. Your weapon's going to shatter in your hand. You're going to chuck it down a ravine.
I like it.
You'll end up face first through a carriage covered wagon covering, like Arjek did.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that part. That was awesome. And then surrounded by people in that covered wagon.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hello there.
Yeah.
Molinar, it's your turn.
Well, like Nox, I see the unfair fight, although it summarily dismembered that one Modron, and I'm gonna target Monodrone 3, 1, and the Duodrone, and I'm gonna cast Bane on them, and that's also a save DC 13 Charisma check.
Okay. That's a lot of dice.
I am so sorry with this sticking mouse, yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I see the first 3 as failures.
Okay. So, unfortunately, you're getting hit with the... Why are you...
His mouse stuck, so it rolled twice.
Okay. So the first 3 failures mean they fail their save, which means you hit. So what happens with Bane?
Yeah, Bane is basically they get a die 4 for anything that they're going to end up doing. They get a die 4 that they roll that takes away from what they're doing.
Okay, so roll the effect piece, which is...
Okay. And I'm going to try and just tap it gently here.
Yeah.
There we
Perfect. Perfect. There is you see it's right at that point that you see another monodrone come in from the back room.
Oh man, okay.
Hold on. What just... sorry. It pops up, starts to flutter its wings, and you see it launch up towards Q. And again, he'll target... Why is that not happening? Oh, it's because I didn't put on his turn. He'll target Q, and with a dagger... but he rolls a 1. Let's see. Followed by a 2. So he's going to actually strike his buddy.
Nox, your own magic is amazing.
Don't believe in magic.
The Duodrone kind of notices, and the Duodrone is not putting 2 and 2 together to say that, the one that just came in is not in, or is impacted by you and not it just having a bad day.
Right.
So the Duodrone is just going to come over to you and attempt to kind of keep you from casting any more spells.
Yeah, that makes sense.
by using
Hi, I'm Molinar, and I extend my hand out.
Yeah, and it has a javelin. It's not throwing at you. It's just, trying to use it like a spear.
Right.
But again,
again a 14.
Yeah, so the Duodrone misses with its spear, and it kind of, you see it have this weird mechanical frown face kind of pop in.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Monodrone 1 attempts again to attack with his dagger. Yeah, they're not gonna have much chance hitting this guy. Monodrone 3 again with a dagger. Yeah, I haven't gotten over a 7 here.
I'm rubbing off on you.
The Q it's freaked out because it doesn't know whether or not you were attempting to use your axes, your throwing axes on it or not. So you see it like constantly going back and forth. It doesn't know what to do. It kind of has a minute where it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Can I use a bonus action to try to talk to it?
You can during your turn.
Okay.
And the but in a moment of minor lucidity, it strikes out at. So you see it kind of like freak out for a minute, and then with both fists do like and try to hit two monodrones at the same time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it fails connecting with either.
Okay.
Man.
Nox, you're up.
I'm going to target this guy. And I'm going to shoot another longbow shot.
Okay.
I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
You know what the problem
Now,
is?
did you?
It's just because they're flying back and forth. I would suggest.
Did you use Bardic Inspiration yet?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I have not. So that's a D6?
That's a D6, yeah.
Oh, that hits. That hits.
That hits?
Yep.
Okay.
Good job.
There we go. I totally forgot I had that. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is how the Bard makes people like Fantasy Grounds again. So it looks like it was probably a slightly stronger monodrone than the other two that came in.
Okay.
But your bow shot goes straight through it, and it's kind of looking as this arrow's like through its body. And it's kind of an odd way to say that it's looking, because the arrow is just barely below its eyeball that's in the middle of its body. But you kind of see it, the image is looking down at what would be the extension of the, the feathering part of the arrow. And it's looking at you, looking at the feather, looking at you. And it just like drops through the ground. The quadrone attempts to do another swing, but he's just all over the place right now. He's having a breakdown right now.
On tilt.
So he's break dancing?
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
Very nice.
So
I would like to try to talk to it at this point, as I'm like letting go like arrows over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, Boxy bird thing, we got your back. And I'm gonna just keep letting arrows go as I can.
Okay.
I like it.
Molinar, you're up.
Yeah. Well, Molinar sees, what's going on. He's definitely getting closed down. I want to try and remember. She said, "Don't kill all of the marionettes, or just the one marionette."
She said, "Don't kill
her
it."
exact words were, "Don't kill my assistant."
Just assistant, single.
No plural was involved.
Okay, that kind of locks it in for Molinar then. A disengage, is that a full round action or just a movement action?
It's a full round. It's a full action. Like that'll take up your act. You have to burn your action and your movement to disengage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I will instead.
That's the reason it enclosed on you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's like, I can't have you cast another spell.
Yeah, it's smart that way. So I'll drop the sling into my left hand and just let it dangle, and I'll draw my rapier and give it a little puncture.
Okay, do it. And make sure you're targeting just it.
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
He says that because I've made that mistake before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy to forget. And actually, it's nice that you can do multiple targeting, because in one of the games I play, I don't think you can. It's just single target.
Oh, wow.
I think. Yeah, but Rollmaster, it's a bad.
I'm gonna grab my dogs from outside, but I'll be right back.
You bet. I'll make that roll now. Combat.
Hey, puppies, let's go. Let's go, bud. Come on, bud.
So I can help with martial weapons. So to hit, you see in your yep, there you go.
Yeah. No, it's just in terms of a different layout for actions. It's at the very top there. But thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you connect? You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so the
Been
duo drone that's right in front of you, you know how she had that kind of like snarky grin on her face earlier? You don't see a grin anymore. its mechanical teeth are a straight line with its javelin, and kind of going, I should probably not have been closed. Is there anything else you want to do before the next?
I would like to 5-foot step, but I don't know if that's still a thing.
5-foot step doesn't exist in 5th edition.
Exactly. So I'll be done.
Okay. So this particular, it's not actually within the 5-foot space of the Q drone, because it's up in the air, or right. Q's up in the air, and M, or the 11252326 mono drone fell through the sky after the arrow that Nox landed. So it is doing it's moving back away into the previous room that it came out of.
Okay.
Right on. Less is more.
The duo drone again attempts to use. How long does Bane last, by the way? Is it a minute?
I think it's concentration for the minute. Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to reach out, and you see it kind of do this like swirl in its hand,
okay.
with the javelin, and then it hits you and attempts to then strike you with the other end of the javelin.
Ooh.
So the first time it was a hit.
Jerk.
Oh man, for max damage.
Nice.
And it removed Bane from all of its players. You failed your concentration.
That is amazing. I've never seen Fantasy Grounds do that chain before. That's very cool.
It tries the second time with the back of the javelin, but you're able to dodge away.
Wow, that is cool.
The Monodrone 1 is going after the Q one more time. This time it's a hit. Dealing max damage to it for a dagger, and you kind of and Nox, you're noticing that the Q is having a hard time maintaining flight at this point.
Okay.
The last Monodrone.
Oh,
he hits
man.
as well.
No. Oh no!
And the Q kind of just drops literally through but it lands on an area of fabric, not causing more damage from the fall. Right. But it is absolutely down. It is it's not moving.
Nox, I blame you.
Nox, you're up.
It is my fault. Okay, so there's no way for me to shove a healing potion down its throat. It's a machine. That wouldn't help or anything.
That's correct.
So
well, I don't know. Let me put it this way. You don't know that.
Right.
I'm going to assume not. I'm a simple man.
Okay.
So seeing...
Come on, Arcana check. No.
One. You think it's a great idea. No.
Let's see. What is my Arcana's -1? So Nox will turn to the duo drone.
Yep.
Because he sees his half-pint companion, and he's just going to arrow that out of the way. And I'm going to use a combat superiority and do it as a distracting strike. So if it survives, the next attack against it will get advantage.
Okay.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So,
you're a bard yourself.
A little bit. Why did I roll 2 dice?
It doesn't matter. Both hit.
Okay. I don't know why it rolled 2. And then we will do damage. And I'll just kill it.
Nice work.
So again, Molinar, you see this arrow kind of come in from just over your head, lodge directly at the at the creature directly in front of you, and it just kind of looks at you for a second and drops straight back. It's motionless at this point.
I was hoping with a Goliath-size arrow I would skewer it to the floor, but...
Well...
Nice. It's as big as the javelin the duo drone was using against me.
Pretty much. I mean, it's... But you kind of hit it directly in its cortex, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And it just, it locks up and just straight back.
You're welcome.
Molinar, you're up.
seeing that, I am definitely impressed with this giant companion. I've taken some damage, so I'm going to be a little more careful than I usually am. I'm going to move to get to basically 10, 20, and then 5 more behind the Goliath.
Okay.
No reason.
Yeah, none at all. I get it.
Yeah. I'll put my hand on him, on his calf, as high as I can reach, and I'll say, "Now go get the other ones, my pretty," and inspire him again.
All right.
I have 1 left.
So again, the creature that left the area into the other room takes a turn. The duo drone spits and putters and eventually kind of has a small explosion, which is unfortunate because it starts burning some of the other wood that's nearby that would be made to use marionettes. It sparked it, but it hasn't done more than that at this point.
Okay.
Monodrome 1, kind of like, you see it kind of swoop down, and it grabs the foot appendage from the quadrone, and it's starting to drag it away. Monodrome 3 then goes, and it kind of makes it a point to kind of stand on top of the bookshelf that's right there with its javelin clutch. It kind of dropped put the dagger away and grabs the javelin and is just kind of staring down Nox like, "Come at me, bro." It's like that's the best that you can ascertain from that. Okay, Nox, you're up.
So I'm going to burn another combat superiority dice.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it towards Monodrone 1, my bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using a goading attack.
Hold on.
So
you can't see Monodrone 1 at this point. It's behind.
Why not?
It. Because that is a nearly to the ceiling bookshelf that's right. Hold on.
Oh.
Right here.
I see then. Then I would like to move to there.
Okay. Now you can see him.
And take my arrow shot.
Okay. So, Monodrome 3 readied in action. His action was if you moved, he was going to throw his javelin. So
that's right.
Oh, smart guy. Nice.
AC 18, so because it's calculating in my shield.
Okay, so give me a second.
If you roll 19.
So he throws his javelin right at you, and it misses. Unfortunately, you see it kind of break something behind you. Sounds like glass. Maybe it was porcelain. You don't really know.
Don't care.
And Nox, it's back to your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna. How do I trigger Bardic Inspiration on my attack?
So
yeah, I don't have it set up, unfortunately.
That's okay. I'll just
we'll add the D6 if it's needed, but I need you to not target 2.
Not target what?
You're currently targeting 2 creatures.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. I can't see the other one.
Oh, huh. Funny. Then let me just take off the other.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
You're okay.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. So, boop.
You're not targeting anyone now.
Yes, I am. I was just targeting Monodrome 1. Hit.
Oh, my bad. Okay, it showed up late on my screen.
So if he attacks anyone but me, he has disadvantage on the next attack.
Do you do damage?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I might not be around. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So sure. If it does any other attack. All right.
Famous last words.
Well, I was thinking if it tried to stab something else, then I don't know.
The weaker monodromes, just so you know, had 6 hit points.
Gotcha. I did 13.
Yeah, Molinar. So, Molinar, your arrow kind of I got to go through this real quick. Nox's arrow goes through, and it's just, the arrow pins it directly up against the door, and the door's still kind of swinging back and forth into the next room. So and it's just kind of like hanging as a door ornament at this point. Its legs and arms like straight down.
Just enough off the floor from the force of it that it's dangling.
Right.
I love it. That's a good. Well played. Well played. Molinar is gonna basically follow suit with Nox, moving to shadow him, but again being so tiny, and I will then sheath my rapier on the way there.
Okay.
And then again, sling bullet monodrone 3.
Okay, make it happen.
Oh, I almost wonder if I should keep tabs on the door, but no, I'll do that. We'll make it simple. Here we go, baby.
Take him out.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
finally
not.
a miss. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay.
You got this, Nox.
It's funny because I do better with my bow than my axe, and I built him to be an axe swinger.
Right. I should almost put my camera up high and look up at the camera. That way.
Nice. Get the sense of being
method.
the halfling.
Yeah, I'll be method, even though I'm 6'4" in real life, 350 pounds.
So you hear a crunching noise as there's movement again in the room that you can't see. Monodrone 3 flies over to Q, grabs its leg, and drags it into the next room.
That's on me.
I
didn't drop it when I had the chance.
And Nox, you're up.
Do I want to drop my bow and draw my axe?
Okay.
Is the question? No. Do I want to? I'm thinking.
Yeah, actually, you would not have been able to draw your sling unless you dropped your rapier on your way over. Like it can be at your feet right now, but the way that it works is that weapons you only get to sheath or unsheath or prepare a weapon as a bonus action for one weapon. So the option is drop the existing weapon in order to do it, or you would put it away, but you wouldn't be able to get the other one out.
In order to switch weapons, kind of thing. That's fair.
So the rapier currently is at your feet. Is what we're going to say.
He's going to drop the bow.
Okay.
Draw a hand axe.
Okay.
And his shield. Do I have to go around this table?
No, you're big enough that you can kind of launch yourself over it.
Okay.
And never mind that, your halfling buddy is shorter than the table, so hypothetically you'd launch yourself over your halfling buddy.
Yeah. So I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start my last 5 feet of movement once I get inside. And he's just barreling through the door, shield first, axe out.
Yeah, I get that.
I've not seen such bravery before.
So you're actually not going to be able to quite... Well, you could get there, but you're kind of standing over top of the quadrone that's being dragged.
Okay, that's fine. As I get right there, Monodrone's just going to get an axe to the back of the head.
Okay, it hears your footsteps, and as it's slowly dragging away, it looks back with its eye that is literally like its entire body going, oh. Go ahead, roll.
And let's see if I hit, and if I don't, I haven't used that Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to hit.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, beauty.
And I'm just going to kind of defensively stand over Q.
Okay. Molinar, your go.
Seeing such bravery, I'm impressed. I didn't think my bardic knowledge or bardic inspiration did that quite like it should. So that's awesome. I pat myself on the back, and then I'll follow him after picking up my rapier and get behind him and use him as cover.
Such bravery.
Yeah, exactly.
So because he's a Goliath, though, you are in full view. You're not protected by him. His stance is slightly wide with his legs, and you are seeing straight through to the to the room adjacent.
Well, then I will think about sheathing my sword next turn and shooting.
Okay. So wait, did you end up picking your rapier back up, or?
Yeah, I did that before the move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happened. So I put Q. I moved him just so that you could. Sometimes it's difficult to move characters when they're one on top of another. But for all intents and purposes, let's say that Q is underneath Nox. In the adjoining room with the door wide open, you see the last monodrome appear to kind of vanish through the floor.
Oh wow!
Like down a hole, or are we talking like magically?
You're not sure.
Not sure. I hate that line. That and you can try.
Yeah.
Or the GM with the it appears that this happens.
Yes.
Not it does happen. But it's good. It's a good trick.
Nox, you're up.
Um,
let me tell you a little bit about the room that you're in, because
Yeah.
I do have a little story going on here.
Oh, nice.
Where is it? Why did the storyline disappear? Hold on. Here we go. Okay, this room adjoins the main shop through the door in the rear wall behind the counter. There are two other exits in the room, one in the wall on the far side of the room, and it's just a door on the far side of the room. The remainder of the room is crowded with tables containing various puppets and marionettes in several stages of finished and part finished construction. A couple of shelves line the wall containing spare parts and materials needed for the construction of many puppets and marionettes to come. Lying near the middle of the floor, sorry, never mind. I changed the plot line, so that next thing doesn't happen.
No
Sorry.
problem. No problem.
But yeah. Oh, I goofed. I'm so sorry. So sorry. You didn't see it in the room adjoining. You saw the monodrome disappear.
to that trapdoor to the north.
Yes.
Okay.
Into
Right.
an opening. So
Right.
sorry about that.
By
So
Q there. Nope.
In ever-present Goliath fashion, I'd like to go and jump up and down at the spot on the floor to try to mimic him going down wherever he went.
Okay, so you kind of run over there and jump up and down, and like the second it hits, the monodrome must not have done a good job relatching or anything. He just kind of like pushed the door up barely and kept walking. You go straight through to the ground below.
Oh, nice.
Do I need to make a deck save or anything?
No, because it's not a high enough fall.
It's a 5-foot fall, and you are 7 foot.
Yeah.
No,
My head
but this is kind of funny because you jump down and it isn't as tall as the room above, so the entire ceiling is 7 feet. So and this is still, you're going down like what is a staircase, right? So right now you're the same height as Molinar in the other room.
Exactly. You're peeking above.
Yeah.
We see eye to eye.
So you'd have to.
Okay, so that's about 10 feet of movement. 15, 20.
You're moving at half speed, and you're at disadvantage while you're on the staircase, and you would only not have disadvantage once you get away from the staircase, because you're having to hunt you down to, right?
Can I make it to there?
Yeah, I mean he'll
If I
have an
kind of
attack
go
of
over the
opportunity.
railing.
What?
If I kind of go over the railing,
You can, but he'll get an attack of opportunity.
that's fine, and I would like to hit him back.
Yeah, and I will tell you a little bit about this room.
That would have hit. No, he has a shield out. He's at a 19 right now. Never mind. That's a miss.
Nice.
Wow. Why is he at disadvantage, though?
Does he have Bane on him?
Oh, sorry. No. So, no, he would have hit. The problem was that
What was his other roll?
a 19 plus 3.
Yeah, that
Right.
would have hit.
So... but it does a meager 2 points of damage as it's trying to walk down there. Now...
That would be my whole head. 2 points.
Let's see. I cannot. Okay, good. Now let's talk about the basement. You charge downstairs to what should be total darkness, except there's a purplish swirling hole in the far wall. In amongst the hypnotic haze and cascading ebb and flow of the circling mist, you make out a strange land beyond. What is now no longer surprising is that you make out several more of these strange creatures staring back at you. Many appear to be armed with various weapons you recognize: swords, polearms, spears. What you don't recognize is the odd-shaped version of these creatures. This one is holding what appears to be a staff, and it is the staff that appears to be holding the gateway open. After a matter of moments, the creature with the staff taps it to the ground. The portal begins to close. In the mere moments it takes to close, you make intense eye contact with a strange and unfamiliar creature, and you swear as the portal is starting to blink out of existence, the creature has taken each of your faces to memory. The gods only know what purpose.
Or Jack will go like this.
And this is the creature that you see.
Oh, wow.
So, as he sees all this, he's going to leap over the railing and kind of backhand the axe over his shoulder at the monodrone as he jumps.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and move my token?
Yeah. Sorry.
You don't have to, but...
Well, I don't want to. No, go ahead.
And he still... No, he has his battle axe out, not his hand axe. I don't know why I'm rolling with advantage.
Yeah, I don't think you should be. Oh, it's because... No, so I need you to roll to hit again in a second. The problem was that we accidentally applied damage to this, so it went unconscious, which is why it had disadvantage hitting you and you got advantage hitting it.
Gotcha. Roll again?
Yeah. Does it hit?
I would. No, but I would like to use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instant
It's gone.
I like the instant, yeah.
It's at that moment when you kind of crush into it that you kind of see its little, like, it has like an insignia on it, which is 11252326, and it on the back side of that nameplate it states
This unit will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3.
that's. Did you read this? No, just kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
Lieutenant Section Head of 3rd Company, the Madrone Intermediate Expeditionary Strike Force.
Oh, man.
I would like to take that nameplate and try to attach it to my armor.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I don't know what it means, but
the-
it looks important.
The gate that you're seeing on the wall kind of slowly starts to fade back as your action concludes. Molinar, you're up.
Yeah, I mean, I see the Goliath go downstairs, but I mean, in the end, it kind of looked like we wanted to at least save this quadrant, this other marionette, as it is. So I'll try a medicine check on it. I'm not good in any way with medicine.
Okay.
But
are you
I'll try
proficient in it?
I don't even think I'm proficient. No abilities.
So bards have a chance to become like partially proficient in things. Are you capable?
Yeah,
of that?
I'm jack of all trades, so I got the +1 in that.
Okay. So we'll say that you're partially proficient. That's fine.
Okay. Roll or
Yeah, roll.
okay.
In the tower.
Oh, yeah, nice. I like it. So in medicine, drag, and tower.
Would it be
Actually,
medicine or tinkering?
It's actually better that I do it this way because I have no idea about what these things are. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so you don't know if you prepared it, but it looks a lot less slashed. Right?
well, I'm happy with that.
But it's still kind of motionless and its body is down.
right. I'm gonna go and
CPR.
grab the woman.
Okay.
CPR.
So Arjak, right at the moment that you see the doorway close in the portal close in its entirety, I need you to make a dex save.
Uh-oh.
I got this. Public or private?
We'll do public, but let me tell you right now what you're looking for, so that you know whether or not it's going to impact you or not. Okay?
Yeah.
You are looking to get above a 14 or higher.
I'm not even looking at the roll yet.
So right as it closes, you then all of a sudden notice that from an angle of the creature that you couldn't see before, another wand kind of comes into visual range.
Oh no!
And let me just.
Little bugger.
I can take it. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Famous last words, right?
As long as it's damage, I'm okay.
Yeah. So, Arjak, you take 10 points of damage as 3 magic missiles come flying through and hit you kind of square into the body.
I take it like a champ. I'm kind of scorched here and there.
Yeah, and again, it's like, with one of its outward appendages, the last appendage, it kind of just points at you and then does one of these, like,
oh,
I'm
nice.
looking at you.
Arjak will kind of dust off his shoulder and pull up one of these.
Yeah.
That was
because
very
we're PG rated.
That was very PG. I agree.
Yes. It's all pixelated.
And I should go on record. I apologize if anything does slip out. I am prone to it, but I definitely have good manners and was raised well.
It's why we try really hard to do a little bit of comedy, because I find that it helps kind of mitigate it slightly.
Right.
So.
Right.
Okay, so y'all are left. There's nothing else kind of going on. The monodrome right next to you kind of like explodes, but like it's self-contained and just like parts go everywhere. Near you, Nox.
Yeah.
But
cool.
There's no longer a glowing portal. There's nothing there.
Does he have is the javelin still there that he had?
No, even the javelin, it had like little mechanical pieces, and it didn't quite look like a full-blown javelin. It looked almost more like a lightning bolt. The way that, like, if you kind of think in your mind the way, like, if you had pipe fittings together and they were kind of like...
Right.
So...
I wanted a toothpick.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
But, okay, so how would you all like to handle the conclusion of this particular adventure?
I will be exiting said underground hovel.
I'm just going to go ahead and unlock your token, so you can move freely at this point.
Yeah, I'll
there.
peek my head down into the trapdoor there and see if Nox is still alive.
He kind of, half of his body pops back up. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I can't just have you fall into the mask of the mad Smurf.
Right. Yeah, you said move where you want to. I want to move there.
Yeah.
Start digging.
There's no way to get there. Yeah.
So Nox will pop out and be like, I handled it.
You did it? You got him?
I handled it.
Oh.
And he's kind of like scorch marks, kind of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it explode?
Yeah.
I need you all to roll as you're kind of walking back through the main shop.
Does Molinar have Q with him?
I have Q propped up against the back there, but
I'm gonna pick it up like a child.
Okay.
Nice.
No, he would not carry it. He's gonna pick it up by its ankle.
So, can I have you make perception checks?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, natty 20.
There's no point for me rolling. Okay.
No, go
I
ahead and roll, 'cause
laser
it's
beam
important.
whatever it is.
4.
Wow, what is up with your dice, man?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Okay,
I'm
so
draining it. I'm draining Fantasy Grounds.
he's draining all the luck out of it.
That's it.
Must go to Matt. So, Matt, as you kind of take notice, and it wasn't something you were too enthralled in battle to really take notice of this when you went through the first time. But as you're coming back out and you're heading out towards the double doors where the shop owner is kind of waiting with a reward, you're kind of you realize that the cost of repairs for this particular shop will be in excess of 1,000 gold pieces. The sheer volume of damage, you can tell that the shopkeeper had at one point must have just been masterful in her creation and selling of these marionette dolls, and the products that she built were probably used all up and down the Sword Coast. But the sheer volume of damage that has been caused to her shop is well in excess of 1,000 gold pieces.
Right.
You also realize that any reward coin that would have been given to you would probably have been used to replace broken and destroyed puppets and marionettes, and without it, her business will surely suffer, if not close altogether.
Right. I'm gonna make a wisdom check because I might still take the reward.
That's fine.
But okay, I look at Nox and I say, yeah, there's just too much damage, and I think we should chalk this up as a good deed, and I'll continue to get you that drink, and I'll even buy you a second one, buddy. What do you say?
I ain't your buddy, pal, but okay.
Okay.
So you drag the lifeless Q, I'm guessing, out.
No, I have it by the ankle.
Okay, so she kind of meets you. She's kind of been just without the sound of noise coming from her shop. You see her kind of at the double doors, and she's peering in and sees you as you kind of cross past that large bookshelf, or it's really shelving with marionettes and dolls, but it has pure line of sight blocking from the front of the store. So as you pass by that, she can finally see you. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Is my assistant okay?"
I tried to fix whatever damage that all of those bad little critters did to it. We were perfectly aware, and at no time harmed it ourselves. Deception.
I think it had a few screws loose.
Oh man, you just got more points with this bard. You're more punnier than he is.
The challenge has been dropped. Okay.
Yeah.
When she sees Q kind of being, you see her run over to it, and tears in her eyes. Not like her assistant is familiar with her, but more from the sense of this is like her favorite pet that has been just utterly destroyed. And you see her take him from you, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I'll be right there with the reward." And she's like doing her best to manage to continue to repair, and she kind of sits back after probably 5 or 10 minutes of tinkering with this quadrone, and she kind of sits back, and you can hear the buzzing of what would be kind of like clockwork engine type stuff occurring within the thing, and the monodrome or the quadrome lifts one finger with a hand and just kind of drops it back down again, and she's like, "I hope it'll be okay." And she's kind of walks back to the back room of the whole thing. She kind of appears again, and she has a bag of gold coins in her hand.
Yeah,
I think the little fella needs a drink.
Yeah, we'll pour one out for him.
Right.
No, I look at Nox and I put my hand again on his calf because that's as high as I can reach on the big guy.
Knee.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm huge if I can reach your knee. But and I'll say no rewards necessary. We could tell you were in desperate straits, and besides, with all the carnage that we wrought inside there trying to duck and weave from the attacks, I'm sure you need it more for the business than we do.
She starts crying a little bit, and she's like, I don't think I even had a chance to introduce myself. My name is Isabella. Is your intention to stay in town?
It is now, Isabella. In fact, I'm performing at the insert tavern here.
He's the Black Sheep. That's where he's performing. It's called the Black Sheep.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, I'll be performing there all week. Come by, and I'll have seats ready for you to enjoy.
Okay. I won't take the reward on one condition. You can build me one of these little fellas strong enough to give me a challenge in an arm wrestle.
She kind of does a once over, looks at your biceps, gets some like a measuring tape just to kind of get the idea of the circumference of the bulkiest part of your arm, and she's like, I might have to give you the reward.
Oh, well, never mind then.
So anyways, you all make it back to the Black Sheep. I'm going to speed forward just a little bit because there's one more encounter I want to kind of go through real quick. You both make it to the Black Sheep, and as Molinar is, the bartender kind of recognizes you, and it's kind of just absolute, serendipitous that the same bar that Nox was taking you to happened to be the Black Sheep. Right, to get the drinks and stuff. So kind of one of the upper end places in the area. Definitely, it's not a place that a bard would get their name recognized because it doesn't have the foot traffic that some of the more touristy bars would have.
Right on.
You both kind of saddle up to the bar, and the bartender immediately recognizes Nox and does some kind of weird arm gesture, thing that, and all of a sudden he like throws down like 6 shot glasses. He's like, the usual, right?
Oh wow!
give me a half, another half for the little fella.
In fact, I'll take a half of a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So he does that, and as you all are talking to the bartender, you see a dwarf sitting next to you at the bar, and you just hear him just go, "Oh, I can't convince them to defend Goldenfields."
Who?
We're all about to be completely starved to death.
Is he talking to anyone in general, or just?
Oh, no, well, if you talk to him, he's bemoaning the fact that he can't get anyone to go to the Golden Fields. And he's just like, you can tell he's been drinking a little heavily. Even
Arjack
for a
takes
dwarf.
a shot, slides it across. Arjack takes one of his now 6 shots, slides it across.
Yeah. Nox does?
Or Nox does.
Yeah.
The dwarf looks over, thank you, lad, and throws it down without hesitation, and is just like, we're all screwed. This entire Sword Coast is going to be starving and killing one another because I can't convince anyone that the Hill Giants want to completely take every single piece of food from Golden Fields.
Good sir, I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt, but was there anything we could do and be rewarded somehow for doing such a job for you?
Well, I don't have coins, Sonny, and you kind of, as he kind of leans up, kind of up off the thing, you kind of realize this guy is a roaming druid, and probably by the looks of his clothing, he probably has been ignored. Because everyone's kind of considered him this town crier to go like, the end of the world is nigh, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever, jackass.
Yeah.
Right. And
I love the world that we live in.
Yeah, so they don't. No one's taking him seriously, and he's just like, my reward is that we don't starve to death and people kill each other everywhere.
Well, let me take a look at my bonds and flaws, because I think I have something that
I can't imagine that the people of Goldenfields themselves would be ungrateful, though.
I mean, that's a bit outside of my jurisdiction, if I'm going to be honest.
That's okay, lad, because the DM says I can't take you with me anyways. I can only take the little halfling fella.
This is more of an intro of getting me to Goldenfields. Again, meta.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do have the freedom thing, so I'll mention, I do have Wanderlust striking me, and I don't stay in any place for too long. So if Goldenfields has people to worship and adore me, then I gotta go where the folks are. Let me help you.
One thing I can promise you, laddie, is we'll definitely have some fantastic tales and drinks along the way. And he kind of looks around and he goes, I have to be honest with you. We don't appear to be a frightful duo, the two of us, so we might have to hightail it to Goldenfields, if you know what I mean.
Now, I'm pretty tough of spirit. I'm plucky.
Okay. So as you all leave,
Knox takes 2 shots at that. Like, no.
Exactly. We're all tiny little wasted guys.
yeah. But as you leave the area, he actually transforms himself into a warhorse. He's just like, you know, that's what he
Now
meant. He's just like,
Now this is the beginning of a great story, and I whip out my pen and paper and start writing it down.
I'm trying to write.
Yeah.
he's going to get you to Golden Fields quickly, is what I'm getting at.
Oh no, exactly. That's awesome.
So
Yeah, I'll make a note of that because there's no way I'm going to be writing on the back of this horse charging. So
so of course there's going to be nights that you're going to camp. He actually has create food and water as his spell, so you never had to bring any sort of food or anything with you.
Okay.
He introduces himself at one point as Grimly Onyxvein.
Grimly Onyxbane, okay.
And he kind of bemoans this whole thing. He's just like, he goes, he basically identifies you as an army of one, that because even everyone that he's ever gone has done one of two things: either told him you're insane, the hill giants would never come this close to Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep. Or they've said one of three things: you're insane, the hill giants will never come this close to Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep. The second thing is Golden Fields can defend themselves. That what the hell is that big wall that they have for anyways? And the last thing that you hear about is that, or it's people who are just straight up going, you're saying that there's going to be more than one hill giant. I have no interest. That terrifies me.
Right.
They're kind of most of those people though. They're cowards, or they don't believe that Golden Fields truly feeds the Sword Coast, which is a misnomer. Golden Fields basically has like almost a 250-mile radius upon which it sends food out in all directions and kind of keeps a lot of like the fertile lands of the Golden Fields keeps like Waterdeep would not exist without Golden Fields.
Right on.
It just couldn't. It couldn't support the population.
Right. Right. Well, if I know any part of that in terms of history or anything, I'll interject and I'll say, no, you have no idea. You actually do count in this coming catastrophe that could happen.
And that's where we will conclude today.